So good morning students, welcome back to our social class. From today onwards we are going to have a revision class on the monthly test portion. Okay, so we have a monthly test portion, that is history first chapter, that is French Revolution you will be having. Then geography, India size and location, physical features of India, two chapters, first chapter and second chapter. Third chapter means the third thing is about the civics. Why democracy and what is democracy. So these are the chapters that you are having for your monthly. Today we are going to see the history topic, as based on your request I have started with the history revision. So in history we have seen about the French Revolution. I think the teacher might have taught you about the French Revolution before itself, where the Bastille was being stormed, right? That is in the beginning of the textbook you will be having a story which will be given, and these Bastille will be demolished, storming like anything. Storming means demonstration, like people started hesitating the king and they started demolishing the properties of kings and other things will be happening. It is really an misunderstanding that happened between the two peoples, that is the king and the common peoples. If you see, the king is a person who doesn't care about the welfare of the people. He doesn't know what is happening in the lower section of the society. But the people thinks that the king knows everything what is happening, and the people have been really striving for food. Okay, so they did not get proper food at all. Like there is an quoting which is also given in the history, that is the king's palace, the common people entered and they were been asking for a piece of bread. They were not able, they were being striking over there and saying that they did not get even a piece of bread. So the king as well as the Queen Augustine said that if you're not able to have a bread, go get a cake and eat. So how unknown she is, how ignorant she is, like she don't know what is happening in the common societies. So this is how the kings and the common people's relations were there. So the king, when the people started striking against the king believed that the common peoples are trying to kill him. So he started sending his own army force to stop it and demolish or to kill the peoples who have been against the king. So this is what you might have studied in the front page of, or the first page of French Revolution. So we'll now go into the next thing, that is the society that we have in French. So if you see the French society, it has three different estates. That is first estate, second estate and third estates. First estate, you know really well, it has all the kings and kings' own families will be their monarchs. Okay. Then you will have in the second class, that is the clergies and the nobles, really privileged section of the society who are been born with the silver spoons, right? Yes. So they are the people who got the privileges from the birth onwards. And if you see about the third section of the society is the common people, that is the peasants, who have been really struggling, who have been really fighting against the welfare of the people, or the people who are doing farming activity and living their own conditions. So those peoples are called as, or those peoples are included in the third sector or the third estate. Okay, so this is what is about the society, social condition of the peoples. And next you see, we are going to see the reason for the French Revolution. So what is this revolution is? So what is a revolution is? So this revolution is being started. I think when your teacher is teaching would have taught you, revolution means bringing a change in the life of the people. It might be a positive change also. So that is called as improving the condition of the common peoples. Like it might have improved them to a next level. That is called as revolution. And the civilization also happens. A modernized way of living also happens. So you can find here is that the revolution took place in a really a different manner in France. France is a nation which was been trying to form itself as a nation state. So how it is trying to form itself as a nation state? So what are the causes that made them to fight against and form a revolution? We'll see now. So we'll see the causes. So if you see the causes, you can see the first thing, that is the political causes. So what is this political causes? Here you will see the causes that is being done by the king and the queen and the two estate peoples who and all were being doing their own privileges activities. So if you see here, here, that is the political causes. That is over here is the importance about the Louis XVI. So Louis XVI, at the age of 20, he has become the king. Okay, and in 1774, he became the king of France, and he belonged to an Bourbon dynasty. So this Bourbon dynasty was only continuously ruling the France. So he became the ruler over there after his father. And you can see that this excuse me, Louis XVI is a person who really was very anxious towards waging war. So he wanted to do continuously war and annex the nearby kingdoms. So he wanted to capture the nearby kingdoms of his own and make it with his own kingdom, and he wanted to rule. So he is really a person who was anxiety and had a lot of eagerness to improve the kingdom. Okay, so because of which he was buying too much of equipment, and he was also forcing and recruiting more number of people, and then the army was also done by Louis XVI. And you know about the queen, Austrian queen, she is Austrian queen. So what she did is that she is also a person who was very eager in doing celebrations. So she used to celebrate everyone's function, like whatever function comes, she used to celebrate in the palace. She spent a lot on celebration alone. Okay, so this is what is happening in the privileged section of the society. So these privileged sections have been continuously utilizing the treasury. Treasury means khajana, will say in Tamil. No? So those treasury was being continuously used by them, and these people started exploiting the treasury. Okay, so the treasury became empty. So what will be done next? So next thing what the king thought is, common peoples are there, why to bother? Let them pay still more high tax. So what he did is that he increased the tax of the peasants. So when the peasants' tax were being increased, already the people, the France who belong to the third sector were being struggling a lot. They are supposed to pay so many taxes, tax, custom duties, all the taxes which they are paying. Still more taxes being imposed on them. And they were being forced to recruit into the army. So these things, the common people who were being there, so they felt that this is not really good, and they supposed to show their opposition. So they started opposing the people. And you can see that even the third state people, that is the peasants who were being there, the peasants started striving really hard at that time. Those peasants were being even considered as the bonded laborers by the nobles and clergies. So they started utilizing them in a different manner, like they made them as bonded laborers and they forced them to work. So this is what is the condition of the France, the political cause of the French Revolution. So I hope you would have understood what has happened in France and the society in France, then particularly the political cause of the France Revolution. So remaining will continue tomorrow.